All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to episode 1 of the Current Flow podcast.
Yes, sir.
A little change of flow.
Yeah.
You know?
This is us on our current flow.
On our current flow. So just for the elephant in the room, right? So we're changing our name to from News and Brews to Current Flow.
Yeah.
Just because, one, we're not really drinking. We're both on a healthy tip, trying to lose some weight. You know, I've lost like 20-something pounds, and Steven has lost some pounds too.
About 20.
Yeah, so we're just trying to be healthy in general. And then we want to have just a normal, casual conversation about what's going on, the ins and outs of life, and not be limited by, news events and stuff. Just whatever. Topics. You want to bring people in that we can talk to, ask them Q&As and whatever.
The way I see it, I see News and Brews as like a learning experience, and this is the evolution of that.
Yeah, it was like the beta.
Because we were able to see what we liked and what we didn't like, and I think at a certain point, like, we realized we're not really drinking, and it was kind of like a chore to drink at times.
Yeah.
And even a chore just to keep up with like the news cycle in a sense, where like we would maybe talk about shit that, it might be interesting, but whatever. Like, I think I had more fun in the episodes where we just kind of like let it free flow and talk about random shit.
Which happened often. We would like start on one thing and go off on a tangent.
Yeah.
Start talking about life and shit.
Yeah. And I think given that we are on this current flow of fucking getting healthy, trying to evolve this fucking podcast, and even in life, like, you're planning your wedding and shit.
Yeah,
so
dude,
you're on that current flow, you know what I mean?
days away, according to Magali.
That's crazy. Yeah. So I think it's a nice way to kind of evolve from what we used to be.
Yeah. So if you're tuning in, stick around. Yeah. Appreciate all the support from News and Brews. Yeah. You're gonna get the same vibe. It's gonna be mostly the same kind of conversation that we've been just having. And so let's do a little catch up. It's been quite some time.
For sure. And I think it doesn't mean that we're not going to maybe drink here and there. There might be an episode where it's like,
it was a little
celebratory.
I have like 3 bottles and my dad brought me from Ecuador. And every time I see him, he's like, did Steven try the aguardiente or whatever? I'm like, no, not yet. We haven't had a chance to. Yeah. He's like, well, if you don't want to give it back to me. I was like, no, just looking for the right time.
Yeah, I feel you.
But we're just trying to be a little. Because the thing with me, when I drink, I'm pretty sure everyone's like this too. When I drink, the moment alcohol touches my lips, all my inhibitions goes away. Yeah, I'm just fuck everything. I'll just start fucking chugging. I'll start eating like shit. Snacking, late night cravings. End up at Jack in the Box at like 1-2 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. Doing those like regrettable door dashes. At least when I'm mobile sometimes, or before when I lived there, it'd be like 2 a.m. and I'm fucking wasted and like, I'm gonna order some chicken nuggets and French fries.
Dude, like when I was younger, I used to it's no secret that I have smoked a lot of weed in my day. There'd be some days where I would fucking be at my friend Randy's house, and he had this shed in the backyard. We all would be in there just smoking. Like, that's where I built my tolerance, dude. Like, that's where I was like, if Snoop Dogg wanted to smoke with me, I could probably out-smoke Snoop Dogg.
Dang, those
but no, not anymore. It's at that time.
That's the old Steven. But Steven, that's 218 Steven.
I was such a fat ass dude that like I would go to In-N-Out after I was done there and still get home and eat the food that was made at home.
Dude, I've been there, bro.
Yeah. Dude, but this happened regularly though. Like this was like...
Oh, trust me. I know, dude. Regardless of whether I ate or not, on my way to Mobile, I always see it. There's food at home and I still eat whatever. Yeah. And my mom always, especially if she's awake, even if I'm not drunk, dude, even just on a normal day, because a lot of times we go back to Mobile, we'll eat something on the way. We'll go get, I don't know, whatever on the way, just in case there's no food. But my mom will ask me almost every time, mijito, ¿quieres algo de comer? I'm like, see, mommy. Sure. And because they make me what I like because I'm there and there's like a thing, Of
course.
So I eat again. I'm not mad at it.
No, hell no.
So I anticipated too. So it's like, okay, well, I kind of know I'm probably going to eat twice.
Yeah, and you've been really good about tracking your calories. So I get that.
Dude, yeah.
I'm thinking about like in the past where like that was also compounded with drinking maybe 2 tall boys. And that just gives you like double the munchies, bro.
Oh,
like,
yeah, dude. I believe you 100%. And don't even get me started. If there's like a box of cookies somewhere, dude, them shits are gone.
To the inhibitions point, like I was with Eric over the weekend. Eric's, for those people that don't know, he was like on the first couple episodes. So you want to check those out of News and Brews. That's not us no mo, but it's still there if you want to check him out. He's a funny guy. But we passed by this Fat Burger. We were going somewhere. And he's like, dude, you remember that Fat Burger? This was like when we were like 22, 23. I remember because when he brought it up, it like made me have like an instant flashback to where we were like drunk. And he got a burger, chili fries, and regular fries. And I remember like, damn, dude, he got 2 fries? Like, what the fuck? Like, why would you do that? And it was just like a whole thing. And he was just like, oh, yeah, just 2 fries. You know, like just like nonchalant because he was all fucked up. But like just thinking about that moment, like, dude, I remember that, like calling him out and like he just had chili cheese fries and regular fries. Like,
dude, Steph calls me out all the time. You know, she always calls me out for my Chick-fil-A order. Because no matter what, I always get the same thing. I always get my chicken sandwich with my fries.
What kind of chicken sandwich?
The spicy deluxe.
Okay.
You got to do the spicy.
And that comes with like lettuce and tomato and stuff?
Yeah, and cheese.
And cheese.
And I get also like the 4-count chicken tenders.
Yes.
She's like, why are you getting chicken with your chicken? Like, why not get one or the other? I'm like, I don't know, dude.
You know what I haven't been to Chick-fil-A in a minute, but I would typically get the chicken strips, the 4-count, or maybe a sandwich on the side. But typically it was nuggets on the side. Just because I love the fried chicken.
So you got like strips and nuggets?
And nuggets, dude. It was like a 10-piece nuggets with 4-count chicken strips.
That's funny. It's like just more nuggets.
More chicken. Yeah.
So it's the same thing. So I got mine in the patty.
Yeah, it is the same thing.
But it's like, and then I get all my sauces, dude.
Yeah. My sauces are the buffalo and the Polynesian.
Dude, that Chick-fil-A sauce for me.
Really?
The Chick-fil-A sauce, Polynesian, and the ranch. And ketchup, bro. I have to have my ketchup.
Yeah, ketchup, of course. The
you know
Chick-fil-A
what?
sauce is hit or miss for me.
Really?
Sometimes I'm like, yeah. Sometimes I'm like, eh.
But you know what it is for me is, I don't know if anyone else does this, but I get all my sauces and I line them up and I dip all of them together. So I'll get like my chicken tender and I'll dip it in all of the fucking sauces. So I can't really tell you which particular one I like the most.
You just like all of them?
I just mix them all together anyway. So yeah, that's my like medley of sauces that I get. Funny. But like each of those like little Chick-fil-A, at least for Chick-fil-A ones, are like 150 calories.
150 calories?
Yeah. I was tracking it because I had Chick-fil-A like 2 weeks ago or something. Because there's one right by where I work. And the plan wasn't to get that. I was waiting for Steph to walk to the hospital. And I was like, oh, she's taking too long. So I'm going to walk towards her, meet her in the middle. And there just so happens to be a Chick-fil-A right there. And Steph was like, you want Chick-fil-A? And I was like, hell yeah. So we ended up at Chick-fil-A. And I was tracking all my calories. And I was like, dude, like, still got what I always get. When I started tracking the sauces, and it was like 1,500 calories for like everything, including the sauces.
Dang.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, that's crazy. That's why if I get Chick-fil-A, I really can't have anything else the whole day.
Do you, by chance, know what like your total energy burnt in a day is? Like just your regular, just kind of living and breathing, and then add it onto your training? Like it's probably anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000, right?
So let's see. For me, my energy expenditure is 26. So, and that's because I've lost weight. So like as you lose weight, your calorie expenditure goes down. So you just less mass, right? So before, when I was at my heaviest, it was like 3,000. So if I would have had to eat 3,000 calories to maintain my weight.
And this one you said is what, 27?
26.
26?
26. So right now.
But that's total, like when you're working out and like just your regular, like if you're just walking around, living and breathing and shit.
Yeah.
So like for you to be at a deficit, if it's at 26, anywhere from like 2,000 to 2,200 or something.
Yeah.
Like
so right now I'm eating at 24.
24. Okay. So being at a 200 calorie deficit.
Yeah. So just because I work out a lot, so I need to eat to be able to work out. Like I can't
feel all tired if you're at a bigger deficit.
Yeah, exactly. So because I run and I lift, I need to eat.
Yeah.
Because I just burn so many calories. Like in a day, the night I don't work out that hard, I burn like 1,500, but I can easily go to 2,000.
But and because you're doing the running and the training, you're also trying to maintain your protein.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Well,
you probably have to do like 200 grams of protein, right?
Yeah. So right now I'm at 220. So I'm a little above the I guess the range.
Mm-hmm.
So the range is typically like what 0.7 to 1 gram per pound gram per pound of weight. So I'm at 220. But I typically try to stay between 180 to 220. So for me, it's like in the mornings I have I get like the Fairlife milk because it has like 13 grams of protein per serving. Mm-hmm. So I have like 16 ounces of that with 2 scoops of protein, and that's already like 75 grams of protein right there. And I eat some yogurt, so I have like 13 grams of protein. I drink egg whites. Like I literally get the carton and just drink the egg whites. Seth thinks it's nasty, but I mean it doesn't taste bad. But you gotta do, especially when I'm low on my protein. And near the end of the day, I'm like, fuck, I just go to Sprouts and get like, because one of those is 50, and if you get the big one, it's 100, just pure protein. And I'll have
just
that.
Egg whites.
Yeah, just pure egg whites. So it's literally just protein. There's no fat. There's nothing. It's just protein. And egg whites are one of the more bioavailable sources of protein. So your body absorbs most of it, almost all of it. And then just, normal meals. Like a lot of ground beef, chicken, breasts, and stuff like that.
Grass-fed beef.
Grass-fed, yeah.
Organic chicken.
Yeah, we get that from Costco. We get like the grass-fed, like the packets and stuff. We have that there. And then, just sometimes I don't really hit it, but I just try to make sure in a weekly basis, I get it most of the time.
Okay.
So there might be like one day where I don't get it, especially if I eat like shit and I'm having like a box of cookies, which is like, I don't know, a shit ton of calories. So I just have way more carbs and not enough calories from my protein.
Yeah. I need to be better about tracking my protein just because I feel like I'm not getting enough.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I mean, I did notice just the virtue of losing weight, you're going to lose muscle mass.
And strength.
Yeah, and you're going to lose some strength. So I for sure have lost some strength. Like, I did some squats this week at 305 pounds for 5 reps, and they were fucking hard. Whereas before, I was doing like 335 for the same amount of reps, and it wasn't as bad. Yeah. But these are like felt really hard. I was like grinding them out. Yeah. And then after that, I ran, and it's tough. Like, and especially like on my back, on my lat pull downs. I used to do like 200 pounds. Now I'm doing like 160, 180, depending how I feel. But I mean, your muscles don't know how much weight you're doing. So as long as you're really pushing it to failure or close to failure.
Yeah. And if you feel better, you feel like you look better. Like that's what matters, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
I get the whole like wanting to be strong, but for me, I've always been like, I want to feel good.
Yeah. And I feel really good. And I'm not weak. Yeah. Like I'm still strong. Like I can still like bench 300. I can still squat like a good amount of weight. I know my 1 rep max is.
300 is what? 345s?
Yeah, so 315 is 345s.
So if you're at 300, what is that, like 245s and
345s?
Oh,
so for 300, it's like 225, 245s, a 35, and like 25s.
Okay, so
like 305.
Like minus 10 away from being 345s, less 5 on each side.
Yeah,
because I mean, dude, at that weight, having that difference, it matters, dude. Like, it makes a difference.
It's kind of crazy. Yeah. The other day I was benching, I was doing 265
without a spot.
Without a spot, yeah, and I can do those pretty easily. I mean, they were harder now just because I just don't have the same strength.
Have you ever had a moment in the gym where you're like, help me?
No,
that's my worst fear.
Not recently. I have before. Like I remember a long time ago, and this is one of the reasons why I don't fuck with LA Fitness at all anymore. I was like in high school or something. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, dude. This is before like YouTube. This is before all the little fitness influencers.
There used to be a time before that, y'all.
Yeah, and you really didn't know what the fuck you were doing unless you had a trainer or looked it up yourself. And I was in high school, and I was just going, and you just know that people are benching. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to go and bench. And I don't know how much weight I had or what, but I remember I pushed it off, and it immediately fell on me. Like, immediately, and I was, like, stuck.
And it must have hurt.
Dude, yeah, it was killer. And I remember there being a trainer, like, maybe, like, 10 feet away from me who was just, like, looking at me and didn't, like, help me at all. And I had to, like, move it away. And I got pissed. Wow. And that's the one memory I have of LA Fitness.
Fuck that.
And I never went back.
bitch ass fool, dude. How could you just let somebody struggle like that?
Yeah, especially like a kid. I was must have been like maybe 16 or 15 and stuff.
People are just mean, bro.
Yeah, dude. I've saved a kid before. Like at where was I? I think I was at UCLA, and there was this kid. He was in his 20s or something, and he tried to do an incline bench, and he got stuck.
He's not a kid.
Yeah, he's a guy, but he looked really small, and he was doing like incline bench, and immediately went just fell right down. So then I picked it up for him, and as you should. But it was crazy because everyone else was there. No one even batted an eye, and I got up and helped him out. But
I think people like are slow to react at times. Like they're just like in shock. You got to react, dude.
You got to.
I've always been pretty good about reacting.
Yeah, me too. I tell Steph that she needs to be better at like her surroundings.
Like I remember, this is probably a bad example, and maybe I've talked about this before, but I was with my friend Eric and some other friends at a bar in Fullerton, and I don't like downtown Fullerton because of this kind of reason.
I've never been.
You're not missing out on it. And I was drunk, dude, and I found this $100 bill in the restroom, and I thought I was all fucking like scratching the fucking suit the guy was wearing and everything. I'm like, this is real. And then I come out the restroom, and one of Eric's friends was like, you should buy us all shots. I'm like, all right, let's go get shots. So I ordered like 7 shots. The guy's fucking pouring them up, cut like lines right by every one of them. And I give him the $100 bill. And then he's like, he turns around and goes to the cashier, and I see him like looking at it. And I'm like, oh shit. And he's taking a little long, and he turns around, comes back, and he's like, this is fake. And I'm like, no, it's not. He's like, no, yes, it is. And I was like, no, it's not. I just got it out of the ATM. And he's like, how did you get a $100 bill at the ATM? And I'm like, shit, you're right. And then I see him go like this on his little intercom. He's like, can I get some bounces over here? I didn't even say bye to anybody. I fucking turned around and walked the fuck out, but like fast. And then I fucking start running. And then Eric calls me. He's like, keep running, fool. They fucking, like 5 of them are trying to run after you. Like,
oh,
like,
really?
These bouncers are like looking for action, right? So I fucking just started running, and then like hung up the phone, and they call me back. Like I'm still running. They're like, take off your jacket and go here. And so I went somewhere else, and they picked me up in the car. But I mean, honestly, dog, I've always been a good, just like, I ain't gonna wait for this. Bam, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, who the fuck would care?
Dude, bouncers, like, they just love to beat people up for no reason.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, I get it. Like, if you're causing trouble and shit, but if you already left, it's like, oh, well.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I didn't see them running after me. I was just told that they were running after me. So it's just, you know.
It happens, man.
Dudes just want to they want to beat up somebody for some reason, you know?
Yeah. They see it. Well, how old are you? Like 20 something?
I was probably like 22.
Yeah. They see a little 22-year-old mocoso with like 8 shots.
8 shots,
shit.
Yeah.
Balling out. Gives a $100 bill.
Yeah.
You know what? That happens, man. That shit fucking happens.
Live and learn.
Yeah, I don't fuck with bouncers. But I remember one time, a long time ago, I went to Vegas, and it was with this girl. This is in college. And then I had a crush on this girl, whatever. And then I don't know how we decided to go to Vegas. It was me and her. We just went. And I don't smoke. Like, you know, like, I don't really smoke. I'll smoke on occasion. I'm not against it. I just don't. I'm just not into it that much.
Yeah. But
she did. So she had a backpack. She had like weed and edibles, and like for like, we were there for one night only, because that's all I could afford. I was working part time and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I also wanted to get like a nicer place. So I think I got a room like at the Wynn or something.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and typically when I've gone, especially at that time frame, I would only go to like Excalibur or some shit, you know, or Luxor.
Yeah.
So I wanted to like, oh, you know, whatever. I'm gonna like put this on my card and go into the Wynn and stuff. Anyway, so we go.
I love the Wynn. The Wynn's awesome.
The Wynn's really nice. And we're trying to go into the hotel, and I forgot where exactly it was, but there was these bouncers. They were like above us. I think there was like a pool or something. I don't remember, but there was like a bouncer. And I guess he smelled the weed. And this was before like weed was like like
you get in trouble.
Or And he was like, do you guys have weed? And we were like, fuck. So we just like booked it. And I don't even smoke. So I was like shitting bricks. And then whatever, that passed. But I remember like that scared me so much that I was like in the back of my head, I was like, oh my God, they're going to find us in the room. Yeah. And then they're going to get the weed. I'm gonna go to jail. Fuck, dude. Like I don't have no money. I was thinking everything, you know. And I had already had some of the edible, so I was already more paranoid.
Oh, ruined your time. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a weird night. I still think about that night, like the last
how awkward it was.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, dude. Like the weed was like every time people bring up edibles. That's one of the things that I remember. Yeah. I was like, fuck, dude. I get so paranoid with them. That's why I just can't. I can't.
Is it like a moment where you think back and you just cringe because it was so bad because of that? Like,
yeah.
Like it was just awkward.
Yeah,
like,
it was just
the weed can make you awkward, dude.
Yeah, super awkward. I mean, she was awkward too. And it wasn't a bad time, but the one thing that stands out to me was how paranoid I got from the weed.
Yeah.
From the edible.
If
like
you're
the
not
one thing
in
that
the
stands out.
proper setting, I mean, and especially if you're not an experienced user, it can turn on you quick. Like any drug can turn on you, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like
it turned on me really quick.
Yeah,
it turned on me before the day even started.
Even somebody like me who's experienced, if I maybe do a little too much, it could ruin my time. You know?
Yeah, man. It sucks. Because honestly, I don't remember that much from that day other than that. Because I remember the rest of it being fine. Like that was the one thing that I remember, but that's like the only thing I really remember.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. I remember one time, and I didn't realize like at the time, I think weed had just barely became legal in Vegas, but me, Eric, and Jordan were at a club at the Mandalay Bay, and I was hitting my pen, and then I go like this to Jordan because he wanted to hit it. And in the corner of my eye, I see this guy like approaching us, and I look, and he's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "It's a vape." And then he's like, "No, it's not." So then in my head, I'm like, "Fuck, we're gonna go to jail, dude!" Like, nah, fuck. So I was like so apologetic. I was like, "I'm sorry, sir. Like, you know, it'll never happen again. I'll throw it away right now. I know this is not like legal here, blah blah blah." And the guy was like, "Oh, like, you know, it's not allowed on property. It's actually legal, like in." Out there, whatever the fuck, like in Las Vegas. So I think at the time it had just become legal, but I was like of the understanding we were going to jail.
Yeah,
you know? And they ended up kicking us out of the club anyways.
For that reason or for another reason?
I think now it's like super chill. Like nobody gives a fuck. But
nobody gives a fuck at all.
At the time, it was very brand new.
It's crazy because when I was in college, like the thing that everyone did, like the really bad thing was ecstasy for like raves or whatever. Everyone like popped pills and shit.
That's some IE shit.
Yeah. And then it was very rare that anyone did anything else like cocaine or whatever. And I remember there was like maybe a few like people I knew that did it. Very few. And everyone would talk crazy shit on them. Like, dude, what the fuck? Like this guy's doing fucking lines and whatever. And now everyone does it.
Oh yeah.
Like even in college, like I see these young kids like 23, 24 who are also like in the fraternity that I was in. They're all like doing cocaine and shit. I'm like, dude, this was like a taboo, like a little while ago. But what made me think about that was I remember I would go to EDC like every year, and I would go with a big group of people. And with a big group of people, obviously you get a lot of things.
Did you ever go to the EDC when it was here at the Coliseum?
No, I went to I started going the year after that. Yeah, 2000.
That's always been in Vegas.
11, yeah. And we took a shuttle to the actual venue because it was like kind of far from everything. And one of my friends had like, I don't know, probably like 15 pills on him, you know, like fucking crazy. And the bus stopped because there was like a checkpoint, right? Because there's cops. And I remember there being a dog. And I remember for that moment, I was like, dude, we're all about to go to fucking jail right now because there's a fucking dog. And I know that the guy right next to me has like 15. And I know this guy, like everyone has shit on them. And I was always so scared to be the mule. So I was never the mule. I'm like, no, fuck that, dude. I don't want to even, like, if you want to get it, you stick it in your shorts. I'm not going to do it. And the dog got onto the bus, but it didn't walk through the thing. And maybe it was just because there was so much going on, but the dog didn't react to anything. But I know the bus was full of it. I mean, with everyone, you know, fucking EDC.
There was like so many, the dog just didn't even smell it.
It was just like normal for them.
Just like in the air.
Yeah, so I don't know, maybe that dog was trained to smell like maybe bombs or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I was so scared for my life. I thought everything was done. Because that's like an actual drug.
Yeah.
That's like serious shit. But I think it's because, I don't know, you know, like when you go into a rave or a festival, they have a little amnesty box.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
So like right before you go inside, there was, I don't know if it still is, there's like an amnesty box where you can throw away anything you may have and not get in trouble for it. And people do. Like people like take out their whatever they have, pills, bullets, whatever, they throw it into
bullets. Oh, like for coke.
Yeah, for coke. Yeah, there, throw it into a little amnesty box and then go in. But that was like a thing that the shit would get full, you know. But that was scary, man. After that, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I feel like nowadays, like, yeah, you have to hide it, but it's like so much more lax now.
Yeah,
like just in general, just I think drug culture is becoming kind of just. I mean, what state is it? Portland, where like they're just fucking, or somewhere where they're just giving people drugs, like.
I did read something like that, but I don't remember exactly where it is.
Something like that's going on.
I know there's. I don't know. I think it might be San Francisco, where they're giving out alcohol to like homeless people.
Some shit like that.
Yeah, something crazy. Dude.
And like even here, they're giving out like homeless people like crack pipes and needles and stuff, so they don't fucking like
cross contaminate the needles and spread.
But it's like HIV. If anything, that's enabling motherfuckers to continue using that shit.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I have pretty extreme views about all that. It might get me canceled and shit.
I mean. It's hard to fix, you know, so sometimes it might take something extreme.
Yeah, it's a big problem, and I don't see it ever getting better. I mean, Newsom has been in politics for like decades.
Yeah.
On the premise he's going to fix the homeless problem.
Yeah.
And it's gotten worse.
It's gotten worse.
So,
I don't know, man. I feel like things won't change unless, I don't think it'll ever happen, but if the state were to go red, it might change for the better, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that we have just red or blue, right? Like ideally it should be.
Everything's nuanced.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nuance in politics, in stands and stuff. I just had like a thing with Adrian. We were talking about
we should have Adrian on the pod.
Yeah, we should.
Adrian Lozano.
Yeah, we should do it on the weekend and stuff. So my buddy Adrian, he's like very big on like microdosing. He has like I think he's not selling. Oh, you took it.
I bought some, yeah.
Yeah, we can talk on that too. Yeah, so he's like selling microdoses. Or I don't know if that's legal or not.
I believe it is.
Yeah. Well, he's doing something related.
He's doing some entrepreneurial endeavor that involves psychedelic.
Yeah.
Solutions.
Yeah, exactly. Alternative medicine.
Yeah, and he also helps you. Like he'll schedule a call with you and talk to you about the regimen, like what works for you. So
yeah,
it's a cool little service.
He's doing all that. So it'd be cool to have him on and talk about plant medicine and stuff.
Yeah, because honestly, I could say like I haven't done mushrooms that many times, maybe like 5 to 10 times compared to other things I've done. But every single time I've done them, it's always been the best time. The first time I did it, I felt like I came out of that experience like I became a better person because of that. Like I was so appreciative of like the littlest things, like fucking walking by trees and just be like, "You're a beautiful tree," you know, like just fucking I don't know. You just appreciate.
You're so present.
It makes you childlike. Where like the simplest thing will make you feel so amazed.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's when you can also kind of slow down time and things don't really pass you by. You're so present. You're thinking outwardly instead of inwardly, you know, like you're very much like in the moment.
You're very mindful. Like I remember when I did acid once in Joshua Tree, and I remember staring at a boulder for like 10 minutes. And I was like, dude, it's not just a boulder, it's a rock. It's a rock. SpongeBob. Dude, but I remember just staring at the boulder like it was right here, and I was just staring at it for like the longest time. Yeah. And then we climbed on the rock on the boulder. We're just looking at the stars and just being just so present. Like, dude, this is
honestly,
so nice.
I'm so excited to go camping for costumes.
Oh yeah, for costumes.
I'm down to do something like that.
So I think people will have it. I have mushroom chocolates. Okay. I haven't even touched them yet because
I need some psychedelic shit to happen.
Yeah, because Steph is like.
Is Steph going?
Yes.
Okay.
She's hesitant to take the chocolate. I have them. I have the full chocolate bar. She's like hesitant to do it because I'll bring it up like, hey, you want to do like just have one chocolate, which is like a microdose, like one block. And she's like, oh, I don't know, like I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to pressure her, so I was like, all right, well, whenever you're ready and stuff. But I feel it's gonna expire soon, so I feel like I should probably like have it or something.
Yeah.
One block is a microdose, so they have like the measurements in the back. I don't know if you ever had the chocolate bars.
Yeah.
You've had them?
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
But if you do a lot, you'll feel it.
Yeah, it says like it gives you the measurements. It's like if you eat like 4 more blocks, you're gonna the walls will melt and shit.
Yeah, that's the best.
But just one is like a little microdose. It's kind of like probably what's in one in those capsules or something. I still have them, dude. So maybe if she doesn't want to do it one day, we can fucking take a couple and go on a walk.
So, I mean, that sounds cool. Because I wasn't gonna even bother asking Magali because she doesn't like camping. But if Steph's going, it could be a cool. Like I'm planning to buy a tent and like, take
dude,
the Jeep.
It'll be fun, dude. Steph is gonna go. So as far as girlies, because Steph was like, I'm only gonna go if there's more girly pops that are going, and for sure it's gonna be her. Qasim's girlfriend Raya, who's I don't know if you met her, but she's really cool.
Yeah,
and I guess Raya has some friends too that are going. We're also girls, so Magali wouldn't be the only girl.
Okay.
And the campsite has bathrooms, and I think they have showers.
Okay, cool.
So it's not like you're gonna be like, it's not like you're really in the middle of nowhere. It's like an actual campsite, and there's like bathrooms and stuff. And
that's dope.
And Qasim said, or I looked it up, but I saw somewhere they were really clean.
Okay.
Like the bathrooms and stuff. So we'll be good with that.
Nice.
And they're gonna grill, and it's gonna be a whole thing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. I kind of would like to go on a little hike. So I guess.
No, yeah, for sure, hike.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bring my Zagamas.
Yeah.
Out there, I want the Zagama 2s though. Those are nice.
I mean, put some more miles in yours, and
I have 3 miles on them.
That's funny.
I was looking at the mileage in my shoes. So I mean, for any guys who aren't up to date with it, I'm training for a marathon. I know I'm like 30 training for a marathon, so like cliche. And you're gonna do a half marathon, right? In October. So I've just been running and stuff. So I was looking at my mileage for my shoes, and I already have like almost 100 miles in my Super Blast, which are crazy. I ran more year to date to 2024 than I ever ran.
Really?
It's crazy, dude.
That's
like
awesome.
I have to run 9 miles this weekend, which I'm not looking forward to. It's the longest I've ever ran. But I'm just amazed that I could even do that.
Where are you gonna run them at? I want to run this on Saturday.
I don't know, man. I'm probably going to Strava and make a route.
I'll join you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do a long run.
Yeah, but for me, you're way faster than me. So
I mean, I don't mind just chilling.
So for me, the way it's structured is 3 miles easy. So for me, an easy pace is like 10:50.
Yeah, that sounds
easy.
about right. Yeah,
you know. Then 3 miles marathon pace, which for me is supposed to be like around 10 minutes.
Okay.
But I mean, I can pick it up too.
Yeah.
And then 3 miles easy.
Okay.
And after the 3 miles marathon, my easy pace probably be like 12 minutes or some shit after that.
Yeah. A little cool down.
Yeah, exactly. But I'll make the route. I'm probably end up maybe having to go either Saturday morning, or Sunday morning.
I think that works, to be honest.
Because my sister's coming over Saturday.
There's a really cool river, LA River run.
Oh yeah.
That'd be sick, dog.
Yeah, I'll be down to do that. That's the guy we met, right?
Yeah.
Danny.
Yeah. I haven't really used my Strava, but I have it on Strava.
Yeah, dude, Strava's cool.
I know I should keep it up, like, because I've been just like I get lazy and just like work out, like.
Yeah, you don't have it automatically syncing.
I didn't know I can do that.
Yeah, I have my every time I finish a run, it automatically goes to Strava.
Oh, even on the Apple Watch workout. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's why I like Strava, because you don't need to start the run on the Strava app.
Oh,
you just start it on your normal running app, and it just.
So I just gotta link it. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll link it.
You gotta link the
because I've been even like tracking my mileage on my shoes. I'm like, fuck, I don't even know where it's at now. I've been just.
Yeah, it does that on Strava. So like once you finish your run, like you'll get notifications like your run is available on Strava now, and you can go, and you can just
put your
shoes, and that's other things you want. I just update the shoes really, but you can put like the description, add pictures, what kind of run, how hard it was, whatever.
Yeah, I don't mind like doing a run where like I might take off for a bit and slow up. Let you catch up. Like yesterday, F45 just actually started a run club.
Oh, nice.
But they do it during the 6:30 class. At least so far, the first one has been during the 6:30 class on Tuesdays, where like I can't really go anywhere earlier because I work from the office. So after I was like, man, I'm gonna have FOMO, so I do my own little run, and then I ended up being joined by 2 of my F45 homies. Shout out Takeen and Anna, and I took it kind of slow. I was like waiting for them. They kind of were like a little hesitant, but they were down. And then, but it's cool. Like I don't mind like slowing it down, taking a little break. And,
Yeah, I mean these are training miles.
Yeah,
so it's not like kill yourself.
Yeah.
But I was gonna tell you on Wednesday, Nike's hosting a run with the KRC with Koreatown.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be for the launch of the Pegasus 41s.
Oh, might get some free Pegasus.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole thing. It's gonna be like actual people. Like, I mean, I don't fucking get hurt. They're like influencers, but they're gonna be there. Like this guy Josh Leva or whatever. Steph loves him. He's like from he's the one that made. Remember, I sent you the electrolytes, the Salute. He's the owner of that.
Okay,
creator. So he's gonna be there. Some other people are gonna be there. There's gonna be like food and stuff. They're probably gonna give away free shit because they always do. No, so it's gonna be in Santa Monica at 6:30. 6. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be tough for me too. I would have to leave work early because I need to go get stuff. So I probably would have to leave work around 3, get the stuff around 4ish, and then drive out there to Santa Monica. But the run won't start till 7.
But I'm gonna miss all the free shit.
I mean, you might still make it. Maybe. But I mean, the vibes would be cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe. Next Wednesday?
June 5th. I guess it's running day or something like that.
Oh, fuck. I'm down to get a nice run in that day then.
Yeah. So, I mean, just go. It's only going to be 3 miles. So, if you want to just come anyway, I'm probably going to go to the gym after that.
Yeah. No, I've been liking this kind of running tip that we've been on. I think you've been definitely running more than me, but like yesterday or today I saw my homie that ran with me and she was like, I need to get some running shoes and I recommended the Nova Blast and she's like, you're the second person that recommended the Nova Blast. And I'm like, girl, they good.
Yeah, they're good, dude.
Yeah.
I would tell her the Nova Blast. I've been running in the Rebel V4s and I love them, dude.
Are those the New Balance? Yeah.
Yeah. They're a little lower. So they're more nimble, I feel like. So I feel like I can move a little better in them. And they just feel faster. And they're really light. They're super light.
I mean, New Balance is some of the best running shoes out there.
Yeah. So I would, but between those two, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
I think the Rebel V4s came out this year. So
yeah.
So the new Nova Blast come out.
My favorite though has been those endorphins.
Yeah, those endorphins are sick.
They're fucking dope, dude.
I want to get like a speed day shoe for when I do like track workouts. But I don't know. I think I might end up getting probably the endorphins. But I'm just worried about how they fit with my width of my foot.
I think you would just need to maybe size up.
But
bro, that upper, I don't know what it is, dude, but it's comfortable.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people say Saucony has some of the best uppers.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's why it's the cushion's good too. I mean, maybe a little more tiny bit rigid because of the plate. I hardly notice it, bro. Like,
yeah, I mean, for a plated shoe, it's also not that crazy expensive, like 160 or something.
Yeah,
that's not bad because I think the Rebel V4 is like 140, which is also like not bad. But I might get maybe like one of those.
Yeah,
or the Magic Speeds. I don't know. We'll see.
Because your New Balances are your daily trainers, basically.
Yeah, those are my daily ones. My Super Blasts are my long run ones because they have the most foam.
Yeah,
they're super comfortable. So I use those on my long runs. And then just the Rebels. But I do want something like faster.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to end up getting the New Balance for my race day shoes. The Super Comp Elite something, V4 or something. I tried them on. They're really comfortable, like super comfortable. And they're just more accommodating for my feet because they're not so narrow.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to get those. But we'll see, man. It happened until October. It's on my birthday list.
Dude, my birthday's coming up next weekend, and Magali's like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "I don't know," because I literally buy myself everything.
I literally get myself everything.
Like I never wait for any. Like I used to always be like, "I'm gonna wait for my birthday," and like I want my mom to buy me this, I want my this, and this, but like I'm a grown ass man now, so I want something, I'm gonna buy it for myself.
Yeah, that's how I am now too. But I'm putting those on my list because Spain $250.
Yeah,
shoes. That's rough.
That's a good idea. Hey, Magali, I want what are they called? Vaporflies?
Do they have the Vaporflies or the Alpha Flies?
The ones that are the most expensive.
I think they're about the same price.
Well, the ones
but the Alpha Flies are like the best ones.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
the one with like the little
with the AirPods. Yeah, those are like the best ones. I mean, if you want to get the ones that have been winning the podiums, like in the marathons and stuff, those are the Adidas. Those are the ones that my buddy has. John, you met him, John.
Are they the Boston ones?
No. Those are like their daily trainers. The Boston 12s. No, it's the Adi Pro 3.
Okay,
I think they're sick. I tried them out too, and they actually didn't fit too bad. I try on the Alpha Flies. Dude, those feel crazy.
Yeah.
In a good way. Like I had to go up to a 12 because they're
so narrow. Nikes are narrow.
Yeah. I remember walking around and like I bounced a little bit in them, and dude, you feel it. It's crazy. It feels when you put it on, they just feel different.
Yeah.
You gotta try them on to be like shit. But the New Balance to me felt like the most comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time I had Asics or Sauconys, and honestly, I like them both, dude. Like, I feel like you can't go wrong with it. New Balance or Saucony or Asics or even Nike. You know?
Yeah, Nike has some good ones. The new Pegasus 41s look actually pretty cool. Like the premium. Have you seen the premium ones? The one with the AirPod. Yeah. So I guess now what they're gonna do is they're gonna have like different versions. Remember they had the Pegasus Turbos. So now instead of turbos, you're gonna have the Pegasus Premium, and they're gonna have I think the Pegasus Plus, and then the Pegasus.
Okay.
And the Premium is gonna have a full plated air pocket.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like how the Alpha Flies have the AirPods.
Yeah.
These are gonna have an air pocket, but it's gonna go throughout the whole bottom of the shoe.
Okay.
It looks really cool because you can see it, and it's supposed to be super comfortable and all that kind of stuff. So that'll be pretty sick to see.
Yeah, actually, the Pegasus I got from that Nike run, dude, they feel great.
Oh, really?
I've been running in them too.
Yeah, I think it depends on your type of foot. Because even Steph tried them and she didn't like them. And I remember I tried on some Pegasus a long time ago because that's the one that everyone recommends. Like if you want to get like a
just standard
an intro level shoe,
it's something special.
Yeah, they're like, oh, the Pegasus is a good one, and it is a good one for most people. But for me, I think because I have a wide foot and I have like a high midfoot, it just this didn't work.
So your arch is higher.
My arch is flat. So my arch is low, but my midfoot is high.
Oh, your midfoot, like, okay. Yeah.
So like this.
Like the meaty part.
Yeah. So like when I tie my shoes, that's why they're always like fighting for their life. At the top. Like if I don't have a shoe that's big enough, like you'll see like my sock through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I just have a tall midfoot. Yeah. But that's why I always had to size up and stuff.
Yeah. I think like even these shoes, like they feel good, but I probably should have sized up just a half a size.
Are those the Sambas?
Sambas.
Yeah, Steph has the Sambas too.
Yeah, I had always wanted some, so when I saw these, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get some."
Yeah, her too. She's like, "I always wanted some Sambas," so she got them. Are they comfortable?
I mean, they're chill.
They're just. You get them for the style.
For the aesthetic.
For aesthetic.
Like, you're not the best to walk in.
Yeah, like you wouldn't go to Disneyland in them.
No. Like if I were to go to Disneyland, probably the Nova Blast would be chill because they're just so thick.
Yeah, dude. No, for me the Super Blast are really comfortable. Dude, honestly, the Huaraches, they're really comfortable. I don't know what they have. I think they have air. Oh yeah.
I feel like Nikes in general, they're just solid, bro.
Yeah,
like,
you really can't go wrong.
But yeah, the Pegasus 41, I feel like that's definitely a shoe. Maybe down the line, I can like, hey, get another pair or something.
Dude, the shoes that are coming out this year are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like I follow some channels and they're like, they've gotten previews of what's going on, but they can't say anything. They're like, this year is gonna be a crazy year for shoes. So all I know for sure is like the Pegasus 41, and they're gonna do the same thing for I think all their shoes.
Yeah.
But Asics, New Balance are all gonna come out with some crazy shit this year.
Yeah, I feel like people. I don't know if it's just because people are getting more into running, but like even the trail line for Nike, like how they have Vibram soles now and the Zagama 2s, and that's gonna make its way through the rest of the shoes at some point.
Oh yeah. For sure.
So, and I think I saw that Vibram had like a open house somewhere. Like
they do. Yeah.
Like what the fuck? That's sick, dude. Like
that's dope. I mean, it's gonna be a good year for shoes. Like I'm excited for the Super Blast too.
Yeah.
I want to see what I love the Super Blast, dude. Those are sick.
Yeah.
And
I can't imagine how sick they are because the Nova Blast, like I like them a lot.
Yeah, and these are supposed to be like the step above them. Even New Balance came out, or they're going to come out this summer with their Super Blast competitor called the Bolos or something, and they look sick. They look dope, dude. They look really cool, but they're not out yet. So I want to see like how they stack up.
Yeah,
against Super Blast.
Maybe at that point, your Super Blast will be like high up in mileage. You can get a new pair.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel like mine would be good for like 300 miles or something.
What'd you say was your Christmas list again?
For Christmas?
Yeah, I'm sorry,
for my birthday, I want the Super Comp Elite 4.
And that's New Balance? Okay.
Yeah. I tried them on. I had to get them in 12s. I'm all 12 in like all my running shoes.
We should make like a fucking weekend, at least whenever we can, like a Saturday run. Like, okay, we're going to run this day. If we can't, we can't. But like have a route that we'll do. You know?
Yeah. So my weekends,
10 miles.
Yeah, my weekends are my long run days. So depending, so this week is 9 miles. Next week is probably be like 10 or 11.
Okay.
And then I have like a deload. So it's probably going to be like 7 or something. But every block is going to go up. So eventually I'm start getting to like 15, 16, 20, which is going to be fucking crazy. But yeah, so like on the weekends when I'm here, I can let you know and we can make a route and stuff.
Yeah.
But just, I mean, you're running here and there, right? In between? Yeah.
But I can, at any point, like I could do, if you want to do 10 miles tomorrow, I'll do 10 miles with you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like Oasis did 13 miles without training for it.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in pain for the next like few days.
I'm sure.
But that's the thing. I just want to be able to handle the load.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I'm just trying to go like slowly for me, because especially because I'm a bigger dude. Like, running for big dudes like me is tough.
I feel you.
You know,
like tomorrow I'm gonna do a run with my F45 homies after the strength day tomorrow. But
is that only for F45 people?
Well, just because like there's a cool little like if you after F45 you just run straight to the left and you go up to 6th Street Bridge and like it's just a cool little like 2.2 mile loop.
Oh, nice.
But like they'll probably stop there and I'm just gonna keep going, like finishing maybe another 2 miles like somewhere else and then come back. Just because I want to start upping my mileage a little bit. I've been going around like 3 miles. Yesterday was 2.2.
Tomorrow I might go to Love Hour at 8.
Okay.
If you want to come, run twice.
Maybe. We'll see.
But yeah, man. So trying to get my running and shit together.
Yeah. I feel that. Well, I feel like we probably don't have enough time to opine on the whole war that's going on. Maybe we can table that for the next one.
For sure, the next one. But honestly, it's all eyes on Rafa, dude. That shit is nuts. I mean, only because we're not gonna speak on it. We don't have a lot of time left. Dude, like I'm trying to find ways to see how we can support. I know Costume is doing some stuff, and I can let you know if you want to be a part of it. Raise some money and try to support the people out there, the kids.
Bro,
the videos I've seen and stuff.
I follow this page on Instagram called All Eyes on Palestine. And dude, the other day when that Rafah thing happened, there was this man like,
oh yeah, you showed me. Yeah,
dude, what the fuck, man? Like,
it's fucking crazy.
I mean, we've been talking about this even since News and Brews, you know, like, and we don't have to really opine deep into it, but just like we can see like that there's a really unfair war going on, and there's this whole like other side that's using this excuse of like, well, free the hostages or whatever the fuck, you know. But like, dude, the shit that's going on to these children and like,
yeah, dude. I mean, regardless of what your political affiliation is, kids are kids.
Kids are kids.
And I remember, I think in the beginning of all this, that was like what kind of triggered everything, right? Wasn't there like a somewhat of a terrorist attack, and some kids were killed, and that's what started everything. But now it's like 100 times worse.
Yeah,
and it's going on way too often.
It's. I mean, unfortunately, like propaganda is very strong. So there's a lot of people that think a certain way because, you know, maybe they get their media from a certain whatever the fuck
influencer
network,
or
right? Or
outlet.
I mean, in general, I feel like we like to think we're not censored, but I think in America we're censored and we're like not given all the information, right? And I feel like Netanyahu is going to answer for some of these war crimes that's going on. Cause
yeah, I mean,
I think he's being tried on shit like this. Like,
yeah, I mean, he's even admitted that he's made some mistakes. I think he even said that Rafa was a mistake.
How do you make those mistakes?
But how do you fucking make those mistakes, dude? Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's nuts. We can for sure.
There's been a lot of mistakes.
Yeah. We can for sure talk about it more next week. Maybe do a little bit of homework and be a little more well educated on the subject.
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't need to be well educated to say, you know,
what to delineate right from wrong.
Yeah, and kids are suffering out there, and it's not their fault. I mean, it's not anyone's real fault out there who are suffering, but man, I'm just with children, dude. Like, man, it's fucking sad, man. You see those videos and stuff, and pictures, and the kids and the children, babies.
They're living through hell.
Yeah, man. So I'll let you know what we see, what I find out in terms of support if you want to help out a little bit.
Yeah. For sure. I've seen people post things online about like donating money here and stuff like that. So
yeah, for sure. Well, thanks for tuning in for the first episode of the Current Flow podcast with Steezy and Carlos. I forgot to introduce ourselves. Well, Steve and Carlos.
And donate to a good cause. Maybe support, what's going on out there in Gaza and stuff. So
all right. We'll catch you guys next week.
Peace
Adios.
out.